From the future site of Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Tokyo taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth. And they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85, but then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on the partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchises undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this results in 6. Touchdown. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Snowhawks are an extra point away from drawing level. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
It's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, it's Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll go for it. Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked out by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the crowd of goats. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These 2 teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Now Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Purdy now on second down.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown for the Niners. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 23.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Purdy.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, it's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk,
an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Seahawks 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here's Lance.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They do go for it. Lance pass taken in by his big tight end.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready? Lance now on 1st down.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
short throw to Disley. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Lance again. He's got his target. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Snowhawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Lance.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And Lance going to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So much of the game today we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Purdy. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Michael Pittman, 67 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Lance looking to throw it. Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. And quickly they get to the line. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Again, it's Lance.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Purdy now to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 47 yards. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Let's go. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
17 yards. First down, Snowball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. A pitch comes to Walker. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Desperation time here. Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Javon Hargrave getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And Lance now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point try now for Moody. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 56, Snowhawks 23.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Lance to throw on second down here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This is Fant on the short completion.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Lance looks to throw again. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready? Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Flushed out right.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Connection made with Chenault.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking.